Okay, well, let's take a look at the Necron Overlord. We can cut to, there we go.
Yeah.
So here he is.
He's pretty sexy looking, which is cool. He looks really tough and really shiny. Obviously, yeah, he does come with a lot of other colors as well that we've incorporated, and he comes with a lot of abilities. Obviously, this is at level 20, so he has all the way up, he's up at the top level. So all of the abilities have been unlocked for us already, just to showcase this weekend. And yeah, we've got quite a number of abilities. I've got a really strong staff that I've added. This one, it revives me after a short period of time, because that's something that the Necron is really strong with, which is reanimation, as well as the Nightbringer as well, which I've added down here as an extra ability. So the two huge ones that I guess, it's got 3 commander abilities. Right now I have activated the Nightbringer. The Nightbringer is just this Wraith Knight that comes out of the ground, and he just kills everything within his vicinity, which is really cool. We've also got the Resurrection Orb. So that will actually, if your allies are incapacitated or have died, you can actually throw that out and revive. You can also throw that out prior to you just dying, and it will revive yourself as well. And then we've got the Tesseract Tomb here, which is it is able to lock enemies in place, and it pretty much suppresses everyone in the area, which gives everyone else the ability to just pick them off really quickly. So yeah. This guy, he's not available as yet. We're showcasing him here at the PC Gamer Weekend pre-launch, so he's actually available as of Thursday, so the 10th. Right. So we wanted to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of Retribution, and from the 10th till the 15th, if you download him, it's free for 5 days, just to celebrate the 5 years of Retribution, and after that, he's going to be at cost. So depending on where you are in the world, it will be a different cost, obviously. $9.99 US, I think.
So I believe the plan was to jump in and...
Yeah, definitely. I can jump in and start showcasing it and see if I can add. I'm just going to add my party here. I've got a couple of people ready to play with me, which is great.
And these guys are at the show, actually, right? We're playing this from our live streaming desk across to a couple of rooms away, where the rest of the Relic team are kind of like standing by on actual machines. So
fingers crossed they're going to be ready for me.
Fingers crossed they're actually ready.
Yeah.
This is the livest of live demos. Like with the Necron Overlord, like where does it? It is appropriate, right, for an Egyptian space robot. It fits into the where does it fit within the kind of, I guess, the team composition, or the kind of your approach to the game? Like what kind of playstyles is it good for?
He can be very slow, but he's very powerful. There's a lot of builds that you can do, which is it says searching, which is good. It depends on what you add as your extra items. Will depend on what strength he has, because he can be a strong melee character, but he can also be a very strong support character, especially if you were to grab a lot of healing abilities added, and the Resurrection Orb. He can be really just he can be at the background and like just dropping the orb whenever his teammates need support. So it depends on what you add as well. So I should be searching. Little hand says it's time to rock and roll. So we're just searching. So we should be able to connect to them. Sometimes it does take a little bit. We're on our separate build at the moment because it's on the beta build. We just have to search
we're using
for
like the actual matchmaker. So here we go.
There we go. So it's just going to take 30 seconds for us to actually be connected into the game, which will count down here. But yeah, obviously Last Stand mode is it was a very popular mode that was introduced in Dawn of War 2. And yeah, it's even a separate standalone game that you can buy on Steam as well. And yeah, it's a really popular mode, but it's very different. Like people have been coming up and being like, is this part of the RTS stuff? I'm like, well, it's actually more Survivor in this one. So yeah, pop in and then survive for as long as possible.
When we spoke earlier, you mentioned that a lot of people coming by the booth were like Dawn of War 2 fans. They were like, oh man, I remember this. But like, have you had many people encounter the game for the first time?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's been really good because it does take a little bit to get into, just because there's so much that that can. Yeah, with The Last Stand, it's much easier because really it's just like you have to survive, right? And that's just your primary.
That is a very orange and blue Necron Overlord.
I know. I think they made colors.
So all three of you are playing.
Yeah, we're all playing the Overlord. Yeah, so this one's pretty sexy, and I think the other one's actually like a brightly colored one as well. Have
you gone for like different playstyles in your build, or is this kind of?
I think so. Yeah. So they might be more melee. I'm a bit more like I'm going to stay back because my weapon is a very, very strong melee. Very strong ranged weapon. So it's so powerful with people that are far away. So if you see it now, you can just fire, and he'll probably kill it straight away.
So people who aren't necessarily familiar with Retribution, like this is the stage in the waves where you can afford to take it, take it a little bit more casually, right? Like it's not quite ramped up yet.
Not as yet. It gets really, really difficult. I think up to like the ninth.
Yeah.
Ninth wave.
We'll see how far we get. I am distracted by how garish that guy is.
Look at it. It's like
that is.
And he's got a pink staff too, which is nice.
Necron's traditionally considered to be quite easy to paint.
Yes.
But this guy is, well, I know you're not painting it, but he's really going for it though.
Yeah. So that's, the people back at the other builds. Let's have a look. So I will probably get up the Nightbringer in a second. He's the only ability that I have down here, because I did equip a lot of things that just make me faster, that make me heal quicker, as well as me having less of a cooldown. So I don't have any more abilities down here, but it does make me quite powerful.
So you have a lot of passives.
A lot of passive ones. So that's why it's best that I stick behind and just fire it at best. But there is a lot of other ones. Like a couple of these, I think might have the Resurrection Orb to help me out, but they might be more melee. Like this, I think is more of a melee.
Let's see what he does.
He's going to go over there and just smack him. There you go. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that you can add to the Necron to make him so powerful, but that can tend to slow him down a bit. That's one of the downfalls of the Necron. He can be very, very powerful, but if you select and you add so many things onto him, which is so powerful, you can sometimes be standing there because you have a long cooldown. So you might not actually be very susceptible.
Your rage stack you seem to be doing quite a lot of work at the moment. Like that really powerful AoE, is that just reflective of how powerful the character is when you've gotten to this like pretty advanced level, or
there's a lot of things that I have added that have made it much more powerful. Like the staff that I have, I don't think is actually available until a little bit later. But yeah, what am I doing? Right now I'm suppressed. Nice.
So I'm getting a sense of the kind of slow power rather than
I think this guy has the same staff as me actually, so he's also ranged. I think, wave 9, it's going to get a bit interesting. So once I actually start being surrounded, I'll be able to bring the Nightbringer and actually let him go for it. Good, I'll do it now.
Yeah, that's it.
So because we're surrounded by a few things, I've dropped down my orb and he's going to come out of the ground here. And he's going to kill these people for me, which is nice. Here he goes.
Oh wow. He's brought night.
Yeah. Look at him
which
go.
Is actually explosions, which
Yeah. So he sort of throws down the same as the other two commander items do. So the Necron throws an orb that he has. So you can either have, the Orb of Resurrection, the Tesseract one, which is for suppression, or the Nightbringer. Whoa, we're getting all boys. Oh no. Whoops.
So what brought it, what's the hope for coming back to Retribution at this stage? Like you mentioned, it's the 5-year anniversary of the game. There's obviously a kind of just marking that occasion aspect to this. But is the hope that you'll kind of have a new audience come to Dawn of War now that it's
it is a very, it's sort of a thank you for our long-standing communities as well. Like at the same time on the 10th as well, we're also bringing out a bug patch.
Right.
Now this was based on all the feedback that we received from our past promotions. There was a lot of people that, we did have our Make War Not Love, and we also had the Blood Pack come out. And from that, it did gain a lot of new players, but a lot of our old players were like, hey, we would appreciate better if you would fix some of these key bugs that have been there since the start. So we were able to, because of those previous promotions, we were able to dedicate resources in order to fix those, and that was all based on the community sentiment. All the ones, I was able to reach out to our mods as well as some of our key community members, and really fix key bugs that were just so community prominent. So
this is kind of like the showcase new feature of what you're doing, but there's a lot behind the scenes as well. It's just quality of life stuff. Yeah,
there's a lot of bugs that we're going to be hopefully fixing with this new patch that goes out, and so it's going to hopefully make the game last for much longer, because it's already lasted 5 years, and we're so passionate about the IP, and we we really appreciate that it's still gone on for as long as it has. And yeah, it's a huge thank you. We really want to make sure that our community's happy with the content that they have, so they can keep playing for a long time. And a big shout out as well to our elite mods as well.
Yeah,
they've been a really big key part of keeping this game alive, because they've been able to fix, they've been able to give it the consistent support that we weren't able to in the past.
I noticed earlier the orange and blue Necronolod teleported. Is that something, the direction you take the character in addition to the more kind of like passive base, like backline kind of like you built?
Yeah, so that's a good one to have if you're focusing more on melee. Because what you can do is you can get yourself into battle should your friends need it, or you can get yourself out of battle should you be in strife. So it's this ability that you can just zap a short distance just to get yourself in and out of strife.
So we're approaching that wave 9.
Oh my god.
How well do you think this is going?
I think it's going okay. I don't think we've died yet, so
no one seems to have even...
Yeah. So
I think some people were briefly inconvenienced, but like no one's dead. Yeah.
Because 9 is quite a difficult one.
How have people on the stand been doing? Like, we had a conversation earlier about a guy who got to actually the final wave, but...
Yeah, we've actually had 2 sets, I think, of completed wave 20, which was the max. Which has been,
Were those guys
so
like
good.
existing players showing off, or?
Yeah, they were existing players, which was really good to showcase, and it was really good as well because on the Sega stand we've had scratch cards. I don't know if you, but everyone that plays any of the Sega games that are currently being showcased.
I think we talked about this earlier actually on the stream that you had a guy win, and
he won while he was playing the last stand, but he was on like the 19th, I think.
There he goes.
I'm dying at the moment, I think.
Bailed out by death, so that's cool.
I'm going to stick by this guy and he's going to help me. But yeah, he won it. He scratched it while he was playing. I think he was on the 18th wave. And then we're like, dude, you won. And he was like, whoa, he was excited, but he didn't want to, because it's such a tough, like once you get towards the end, it's so tough. So he didn't want to get away from his playing, but he was so excited. Oh, we beat wave 9, so we're good.
You good?
Yeah, I think we're okay.
That sounds like hubris.
Well, now it gets really hard.
Okay, fine.
Wave 9 is where it ramps up.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see how far we can get on the stream.
Yeah, I know, right? How much time do we have?
We've got another 7 minutes. We're good.
Oh, we're all right. We can do that. We can do that.
You can either win or fail in that time.
All right, so he's going to drop down the orb. So it's over here.
Does he even have a pink staff?
I think he does, yeah.
That's amazing.
Ah, there he is.
That's incredibly garish.
I think all of my people are over here, though. Damn, we want to kill these ones, not the ones over here. I put him in the wrong place.
That awkward moment where you put them, then I bring her in the wrong place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Happens to everybody.
Yep. It happens as well. Like sometimes if you've got the resurrection orb and you drop it, and you're like, oh, whoops, I didn't actually drop it anywhere near where people actually need resurrecting. Oh, see, I think someone did just then.
Because none of you have died, we haven't really seen resurrection be a factor at all.
Yeah. So I guess we need to die first.
So it sounds like it would be a really powerful thing to have in a mode like this, right? Which is defined by not dying.
Yeah. A good practice to have. I think one of the ones that actually, one of the builds that beat the wave 20, two of them were in melee or attack mode, and the other one was mainly support. So he had a lot of speed, and he had the resurrection orb. So he could run away from the battle and just kind of keep himself out of strife. Right. And then whenever we needed help, he would just come in and save us, and that's how they kept on like.
So the guys that actually, the players that beat the whole thing this weekend have like you've been using triple Necron.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. It's been really good. We haven't had luck yet beating with mixed, but you know.
Okay. Is there any sort of obvious synergy though, like in terms of? With existing characters people are aware of?
Somebody mentioned, we haven't tested it in practice yet, but somebody mentioned like, oh, you could possibly have 2 Necrons and then the Chaos Warrior, and then you could sort of doppelganger and then have another Necron and just sort of sit back and see how you go. But we're not sure how that would actually fare yet. Yeah, because it's new, right? A lot of people, we haven't had a chance to play it on a huge audience, so we haven't actually had a chance to test all the builds and which one would be. Yeah,
how big is the team still working on Retribution at Relic now? Like,
it is a small team, which is why it took.
There.
Oh no, I think we've got the resurrection on happening now.
Good news, everybody.
We're all survived. We're all good.
You might need.
I'm gonna get this Nightbringer.
Yeah, I think this is. If there was ever a time for night.
No.
Oh no.
Where am I?
Right, well, we were fine after wave 9. That was the promise.
Come on, kill them all. I'm dead.
They're insufficiently convinced that it's night time.
Oh no.
Oh, it's close. Is it close? I can't tell anymore.
I don't know. Where's the? Someone might have the. I don't know which ones. I don't know which one might have. If anybody has the resurrection orb.
I think there's a.
Yeah, we've got one person here who's running away.
He said running, Kelly.
Yeah.
He's
slowly
swaggering
with his pink stuff.
There's the pink stuff and the glittery cape. There's quite a lot of swag to this Necron Overlord. It's not something I necessarily always envisaged when I thought about the miniatures, but
yeah,
he's got a bit of style.
He does. That's what's great about Warhammer 40k and all the miniatures actually from Games Workshop. You can. Oh look, he's going to help us. He's going to help us.
Saved.
You can paint them however you want. Really.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's got a healing ability on, so he's going to be.
Is that his teleport then?
I think he's going to try to kill him before actually reviving us.
Someone is revived, right? Is it you?
Is it me? It is. I'm like, am I? Perfect.
We got through it.
We're going to be okay.
3 minutes to go.
Oh my god.
We can do this.
I don't know
we
if
can
we
not
can.
fail by wave. The team should just keep going.
See, my strength is multiplayer. I'm much better at multiplayer, so this is like...
As in competitive?
Yeah.
Right.
So I like going against, usually 3v3 or something, having a whole team against a whole team, which is really fun. Oh, we've got all boys coming at us, all right, time for... Let's see if I can do it somewhere in the middle. See, that's what I like about my build right now. I can sort of stand wherever he is, and I cannot get hit because I've got him protecting me, and then I can do range. But right now I've got the orcs, and they've got bombs. So right now I'm not doing all that. It's not working out too well for me.
Going okay.
But we're going okay. Because they're ranged as well, and I'm ranged, so...
So, you mentioned that those 5 days we will be able to download Necron Overlord for free. When does that begin? You may have said earlier, but
so it's the 10th of 10th. So it's on Thursday. Thursday, yeah. It's probably going to be like 10 or something, which is Canadian time, because that's where our office is. Right. But it might be, I think it's 6 p.m.
10 UK Canadian time would be like 3 in the afternoon UK time.
I think it's 6 p.m.
Actually, no, you're on the west coast of Canada.
Yeah.
So no, it would be later than that. Yeah,
I think it's 6 p.m.
6, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so 7 p.m. Europe.
So there was some confusion when it first was communicated that it was only going to be free to play for 5 days, but that's not true. As soon as you download it, it means that you own it.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So as long as you own Retribution, or at least the Last Stand mode, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because this is a DLC for the Last Stand, or for Retribution. No, I think I'm dead.
Approximately how badly is this going now?
Right now, we're not going very well. Oh no, because this guy has a regenerate.
He's fine. Yeah, he's actually, okay. Hate to say, he seems to be carrying this.
He seems to be going pretty well.
The swag Overlord is kind of...
We're going okay, we're on 14.
Yeah, we may have to imminently cut away from the ongoing adventures of 3 Necron Overlords. Yeah, so Thursday this week people can play it. If they're at the show, obviously they can play it right now.
They can play it right now.
A booth. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for coming on to show us. It's really fun to see a game like this. It's so well loved, kind of get